It's been about a year since I put some nano finish. It's an acrylic floor finish on this, and it's this floor doesn't get used a whole lot, but they had to do some moving around and work in the house, and what happened was some of the clear coat got scratched. There's a nice deep scratch. Overall, the floor is still holding its shine though, over a year. So what I'm going to do is just take a quick video of how I'm going to take the Trinity with some weight, and I'm just going to go down into the clear coat, remove those scratches, and then just put some more clear coat over it. You can see the before and after results. A couple deep scratches right here and up along there. The smaller ones you won't be able to see, but you'll probably see a big difference on the gloss on this floor. To do this surface and just lightly scratch into the clear coat so I can do it, I'm just going to use one of these thin pads. It's a 3M pad, and then I'm just putting a VCT pad on that brush so the brush doesn't go through on the floor. The machine, what I have on this machine is the older style weights. I put two 25-pound weights in here, so I got 50 pounds extra bolted on, and that'll give it the needed weight to go fast without having to lift the handle. Your first question is, how do you do edges and corners? Here's one way. 3M pad on the sander to get in. You can also use the those doodle book tools, which is just the handle with a flat pad, and you put the 3M pad on that. So that's how you do edges and corners. Spraying a little neutral cleaner and go over it with that maroon thin pad. Because of the weight, I'm going pretty fast. And that'll dry up and turn white because the clear coat's now sanded. I'm going to apply some more cleaner and use some pads by hand just to quickly go over the surface, and then I'll use the machine with the dry pad to really clean it the best I can to get as much off, and then vacuum it. So a very low moisture rinse here, run a dry pad on it, and then vacuum, and then we can re-clear coat it. Here's some phases of before. That's about a year-old finish, starting to dull out. Scrubbing it, and then starting to wipe it, and it's starting to turn white. The bulk of the clear coat with the maroon pad. Some goes in the maroon pad. I took some glad pads by hand, got the bulk of it. Now I'm going to use a clean glad pad with a little bit of neutral cleaner again and get some more of this clear coat up into this pad, and then I'll go over it with a dry pad. Just to absorb as much of that residual clear coat off the floor. Pad, just dry, clean pad. The floor is starting to dry up and I don't have as much of a white residue, which is good. The other thing, I'm just going brush driver right on the glad, and I'm not having any problems. The brush isn't going through and scratching. As long as it's not a worn out thin old one, not a problem. The surface is prepped and ready. It's been the clear coat has been wet sanded and then cleaned and all the residue removed. Here's the area that had the deep scratch. a slight scratch in the clear coat and just prepping it to put more clear coat over it. Second coat dry. Much better. One more coat. It'll finish filling in that scratch. And this is this area, second coat drying up.